Hello everyone, welcome to another Heroes of the Grid monster video. Today I'm going to be talking about not a monster actually, but one of the greatest threats the Rangers have ever faced, and that's the Evil Green Ranger himself. Now, let's jump right in. The first card in Evil Green Ranger's deck is Dragon Rush. It has 4 health and no keywords. Its ability says roll 6 dice and deal that much damage to the lead ranger. Roll 2 dice and deal that much damage to each other ranger. You actually could get very lucky with this card and roll blanks on everything, and the Rangers will take no damage whatsoever, but for the lead ranger, they're probably going to be taking a decent chunk of damage because he's rolling 6 dice. It's pretty much he's rolling a power weapon's worth of dice to one ranger. Hopefully you roll really bad with that one at least. And the second attack, thankfully, is only 2 dice, and this is probably going to do, let's say, 2 damage to all the other rangers in the battle. And that's not too bad, but it's the initial 6 dice that's going to really hurt the team, especially the lead ranger. Hopefully the rangers have some way to either reduce the damage or increase their shield value, but also, thankfully, this card is not a fast card, so it's probably going to be attacking farther into the combat sequence. So you should be able to get to it before it resolves its effect. Next card in his deck is the Dragon Shield. It's a 6 health card with the passive keyword. Its ability says, while this card is in play, each time a ranger deals damage to an Evil Green Ranger card, including this one, deal 2 damage to that ranger. So it's a very annoying card. Thankfully, it's a passive, it doesn't have the fast keyword, so, well, I say actually, it's very unfortunate that it only has passive because it can be guarded by either other Evil Green Ranger cards or even just foot soldiers themselves. And it has 6 health, so it's going to take you a while to get over this card and defeat it. Thankfully, it's not like Line Shield from Nasty Knight, where the same amount of damage is dealt to the attacker. In this case, it's only 2 damage that's dealt back, so you could deal, let's say if you got lucky and dealt all 6 damage in one attack, you're only taking 2 damage in retaliation. But, unfortunately, you take 2 damage for attacking any Evil Green Ranger card, so if this card's being guarded, until you take out the card that's guarding it, if the card that's guarding Dragon Shield is an Evil Green Ranger card, you're going to be taking 2 damage each time you attack that card with the guard keyword, and then you'll be taking even more damage when you're finally able to attack the Dragon Shield. I really like the picture on this, though. It's really awesome having all 6 Rangers. I mean, I know they're fighting Tommy, the Evil Green Ranger, but it's still really awesome to have them all in one picture. The next card in his deck is the Dragon Dagger. It's a 4 health card with the fast keyword. Its ability says roll 4 dice and deal that much damage to 2 different rangers. So it's not too bad. It's not quite as dangerous as Dragon Rush, I don't think. But, I mean, you could get really unlucky and roll nothing but critical hits, in which case 2 different rangers are taking 8 damage. But it probably won't come to that. You're probably going to take anywhere from, I'd say, 3 to 5 damage on average. That's not too bad for, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not great. You don't want to be taking 5 damage. But if you get lucky and only get about 3, then it's something you can stomach. And it's only 2 rangers that are taking the damage. It's not every ranger. And finally, the last card in his deck is the Sword of Darkness. A 6 health card with actually no keywords. Its ability says deal 6 damage to the lead ranger. So this attack's just attacking the lead ranger. Obviously there is kind of a sort of a theme with Evil Green Ranger's deck, in that he's attacking the lead ranger with 2 of his cards, dealing a lot of damage to that lead ranger. Obviously it's in reference to, and his Dragon Dagger has him fighting Jason. That's what this deck's kind of a reference to, that he fought Jason in that climactic battle in Season 1. Sword of Darkness deals 6 damage to the lead ranger. It's very basic, but it could easily take out the leader of that fight. So be very careful with this card. And I actually just realized that surprisingly, none of the Evil Green Ranger's enemy cards have the guard keyword. So when fighting Dragon Shield, if Dragon Shield's on the field in the combat sequence, you could actually attack it right away unless it's being guarded by a foot soldier. But in that case, you don't have to worry about taking the 2 extra damage to get rid of the foot soldier first, because Dragon Shield only activates in response to attacking Evil Green Ranger cards, not foot soldiers. And those are all of the unique cards in Evil Green Ranger's deck. Now his deck breakdown is he has 3 copies of Dragon Dagger, of course, because that's his power weapon. 2 copies of Sword of Darkness, 2 copies of Dragon Rush, and 1 copy of Dragon Shield. I'm sure that Evil Green Ranger would be a nemesis if he had been released later in the game's life, because he was such a good villain for the Rangers to fight. But that is the Evil Green Ranger. His deck layout and everything. He comes in the Kickstarter exclusive box, not the base game. So if you want to fight the Green Ranger, get the Kickstarter exclusive box. Actually, if you want to obtain the good Tommy Oliver as good Green Ranger or fight him as the evil Green Ranger, then get the Kickstarter exclusive box, because that's where they both come in. I'll have affiliate links for that below, and head on over to onceranger.com to check out the full card database. Thank you.